What's up, y'all? It's your boy Vic, getting after it as always, once again. But unfortunately, I got some bad news. I'm hurt. Your boy is hurt. I'm laid up with a back injury. I think I did a little too much in the gym, getting ready for Vegas. You all know I just came back from Vegas. I guess I can't keep saying I just came back. It's been a few weeks now. But I think in preparation for the madness out there, in the gym pumping up so I could be poolside at the Venetian, I think I might have twisted something. Went to the doctor. They got me on all kinds of meds, so I'm just warning you right now. I'm not responsible for what I say. Your boy's on tilt tonight. I'm talking about Vicodin, Percodan, whatever and you could think of. Man, it's off the hook. But what can I say? You do what you got to do. It's a competition out there, and you want to be in the upper echelon. You got to get your body right so you can sit out there and, represent. Now, don't get it twisted. It's a competition, but you don't want to be in that like top five. This is the ladies and the fellas. You don't want to be in like one of the top 5, top 10 bodies out there, because then you look like, admire me, I am a god or a goddess, and it's all about me, and you're not accessible. And we never want to be not accessible in a party atmosphere like that. You want to be accessible. You want to be in that honorable mention category where like, yeah, you just got it going on, but you look like, somebody wants to talk to, right? And I know we all got that friend that's just like, that's just so superficial. That's that same friend that's scared to take off the shirt, by the pool. Somebody who let their body go to the shitter. You see what I'm saying? I'm on tilt tonight. Forgive me. I'm on tilt. Look, I'm just saying, if you got it, flaunt it. It doesn't last forever. Ladies, come out with your 2-piece, depending on what party you're going to, your 1-piece or your none-piece, and the fellas, look. You work on the Hammer Brothers all summer long, so you can show Jack and Sledge the Hammer Brothers. Hey, represent. I did that. I probably did it a little bit too much to death, and now I'm laid up. So, have to acknowledge, even it doesn't last forever. I'm not that spry 22-year-old that could just bounce back from any injury like I used to. This one's going to take a little time, so bear with me. But I'm actually here to talk music now, which is something I, ironically, being the super producer, I have not done in a couple of weeks. We had a lot of major things to cover. The Bay Area thing going on between the blacks and Asians. I got a lot of responses for that. Thank you for that. And then the NBA Finals. I called the Lakers in 6. Turned out to be 7. I was 1 game off. Kobe got the 5th ring. What can I say? What can he say? And soccer. What's up with the USA team taking care of business against Algeria? If you didn't see it, you missed a dramatic victory, and you need to be all in. I'm not going to pretend like I know thing one about soccer. Excuse me. Football. World Cup. But I am all in. Matchup against Ghana Saturday. I'm going to watch it. You should watch it. Go USA. But again, I'm here to talk music, which I haven't done in a while. Last week, Billboard came out with the list of the top 10 music money makers of 2009. Now, to give you a little context, they're talking about mostly concert revenue and things like that from 2008. Just to give you some context, because I know you could Google top 10 money makers of 2009 in music and find another list. But this is the list that they were working off of, and rounding out the top 5, Madonna, Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen, The Police. I'm talking about Sting and The Police, Celine Dion, Neil Diamond in the top 10. Look, I want to know what you think about this. This says a lot to me. It says 2 major things to me. And number 1, it says something about the music buying public. Now, for a long time, the demographic of the core music buying public has been considered from 11 to 12 years old to probably about 18, 19, possibly early 20s. Now, we all know that demographic is no longer purchasing music. They're ripping it off the internet, downloading it, or whatever they can do. But what you see is the longevity of these artists. All these artists I just mentioned, these are pop icons from the 80s, some even earlier. Neil Diamond is as old as diamonds, but still flourishing, and they've cultivated an audience that grew with them, and those people have jobs and are paying for MP3s and CDs and concert tickets and going to see them. And it's good to see those people making that kind of money, because probably in their heyday, they were probably getting shafted by their record labels or something, you know, their managers or whatnot. So hopefully they're getting good deals with their promoters and actually seeing a lot of that bread. Those are the ones pulling down the bread. The number two thing that it tells me is look at the type of music that we're talking about. You don't see Justin Bieber, and you know, to be fair, he's kind of new, but you know, you don't see Justin, you don't see Justin Timberlake, you don't see Beyonce, you know, you don't see Miley. Miley was in the top 20, but you know, you don't see the Britney Spears, you know, that kind of stuff, man. I'm telling you, this urban kind of pop crossover music, man. I think if you come from a major metropolitan area, the Bay Area, L.A., New York, you know, you get up in the morning, you turn on the power station, and that's the kind of music you hear. You're going to hear Beyonce, Kanye, you know, Luda, and Justin Timberlake and Timbaland and all that. But that music is not pulling down those kind of dollars. I'm not saying these people are not making their cake, but they're not pulling it down like that. And in all fairness, when we talk about longevity, man, come on. Tell me, in the year 2030, is the top money earning music industry professional going to be Justin Bieber in the year 2030? You know, I mean, and I'm not hating on Justin, I'm just using him as an example. I happen to like a few of those tracks, probably because my boys like them. But now I'm getting off track, and I'm all twisted up. I'm telling you, it's the medication. Got me on meds. Look, all I'm saying is that longevity is the key. And the type of music that lasts is not necessarily what you're hearing. You know, these kind of pop, urban. We know those sounds don't last. They don't stand the test of time very often. And if you look at this, you know, look at this country. It's made up of mostly, you know, there's those little circles of urban sprawl or whatever. But by and large, the country is made up of country. And that's why you see Kenny Chesney, Taylor Swift, Rascal Flatts. Now those folks are in your top 10 and your top 20. But also, you know, you had AC/DC, Journey, the California freaking Eagles. I'm talking about top 20 now. We're getting past the top 10. You know, Billy Joel. I'm dating myself. I shouldn't even know who Billy Joel is. Billy Joel's 147 years old. You know, but since I'm dating myself and we're talking about 80s icons, I want to know what you think. Get at me, Vic at BigVicPresents.com. That's Vic with a K. Or respond to the post, to the vlog. You know, I'm connected. I mean, Twitter me, whatever. But I'm just saying, these 80s icons, I'm about to completely switch gears on you now and ask you, why is Al B. Sure on my TV in 2010? Al B. Sure. Woo! Whatever. Your boy, if you have not seen, Donald Trump has a new reality show called The Ultimate Merger, starring Omarosa. That's if you don't remember her, she's Donald Trump's the one that won The Apprentice, and she's now trying to find, I guess, a mate. And you had about like 20 guys lining up, getting ready to be contestants on this show, and then the doors swing open. Once you think you've seen all of them, the doors swing open, and everybody, and coming in looking like he just threw down about 3 In-N-Out burgers. Your boy, my boy, I'll be sure coming in. What's good, y'all? Looking like Groucho Marx. What's good. And the fellas gave him a good little ribbon, a good natured ribbon about night and day, and he took it in stride. And I'm not hating on Al B. I was glad to see him. Unlike a lot of folks, I never gave him a hard time for his vocals. I know a lot of people, he got the bad rap for not being able to sing. You know, I disagree. I think he had a very unique voice. You know, we're used to hearing pop music, particularly R&B music. You're used to hearing a first tenor, second tenor. I'm getting technical on you now. And he was a baritone, a pretty low baritone with a kind of unique twinge to his baritone. And he did not focus his energies on that aspect of his craft, the vocal aspect of his craft. But he was a more than formidable producer and responsible for a good handful of hits. And it's good to see him back, man. I hope we can get Omarosa to back that ass up. Told you I'm on tilt. And see if he can get her to back that next album up. So good luck to Al B. And on that, I'm gonna get out of here. That's it for me. I am the super producer, Big Vic, and you are the poor soul who wasted 10 minutes listening to me, and I certainly appreciate it. Please come back again, and I'm gonna get out on some 80s night and day. Al B. Out.